What is going on, guys? Welcome and welcome back to another episode of TC Unleashed, where my goal is simply to get you to challenge yourself. Try not to hold you guys too long. Just want to talk a little bit about worrying and caring about what others think about the decisions you make in life. And when I say this, of course, I'm talking about positive decisions. I'm talking about growth and development, right? And what I mean by this, guys, is some of us, I'm finding, is so caught up in what people think, or what people may think, even more to the point, what people may think about decisions you've made in your life decisions you want to make in your life, career decisions that you want to make in your life, but you don't do them, or you start doing them, but you stop doing them because you're not getting validation from certain people around you who you feel you need validation from, who you feel you need approval from, right? And this is like please stay with me on this, guys. I know I said it's not gonna be that long, but I really want to break this down. If you're worried about, we all have people in our life that we look up to, that we respect, right? Family, friends, whoever it may be, and we care about what they think about us and what they feel about us. We care about their opinions of us. However, there's certain things in your life that you decide to do and that you won't do because you feel like these people are not going to appreciate what you've done, or because these people have told you that you won't be able to do it, right? Sometimes you have to be able to ignore what people think about what you're thinking about, right? Sometimes you have to send them people kicking rocks, so to speak, right? Everybody is not going to resonate with your dreams, with your beliefs. God put them in your mind and your heart for a reason, because they are yours, right? Now, for some of us, for a lot of us, this is not easy, right? Because we've gone through life already, conditioning our minds, conditioning ourselves to rely on other people's validation, other people's opinion, right? You have already been validated by God. You have already been validated by whatever higher power you believe in. That should be enough. Then your validation has to be approved. Once you approve it, once you have something set in your heart and your mind, and you decide you want to do it, but you have people closer to you that's not supporting you, that's not encouraging you, right? You have to continue to push forward and ignore. Think about it this way. The problem with allowing other people's validations or other people's opinions, or worrying about what other people's might think, keeps you stagnated. Because what happens when you decide that you have this brilliant idea that you love and you believe in, but one or two of those people who you care about, their opinions and their validation, disagrees with you, right? What are you supposed to do then? They didn't like it, so nobody's gonna like it. The question is, do you like it? How do you feel about it? Your opinion should be the only opinion that counts at the end of the day, right? Sometimes you have to ignore the ones that you love, because they can't see your vision the way you see your vision. They can't feel what you feel, right? Your opinion counts before anybody's opinion. And for some of us, this is not easy. Right? I know it's not. You have to be able to overcome these things, but you can't overcome them overnight. That's another big mistake. We rush into it. We try to do it all at one time. Then we take those bumps and bruises and falls and get discouraged again. The old you is going to tell you to go back to doing the things that you've been doing, which is nothing, right? You want to do something greater. But in order to do this again, my guys, as I've said in previous videos, you have to change your thinking. And being able to change your thinking does not happen overnight. This is a process, right? Look at it another way. It took you years to condition yourself and to train your mind the way you have it set right now. Think about it, right? So don't expect this change to be easy. It's not going to be easy. I'm not going to trick you into that or attempt to trick you into believing that. It's a daily process. It's a conscious process. Whereas before, where somebody would tell you it was no good or they didn't appreciate it, and you regressed and you stopped doing what it is you believed in, you have to now change that thinking. You have to now start to do something different. What's different for you? You doing exactly what they said you shouldn't do. Ignoring and disagreeing with the naysayers. Because you've always agreed with them, right? You've always allowed them to sway you into what they believe in. But you got to man up. You have to get uncomfortable in order to make these changes. And that's what makes it that's what makes it not so easy. Because you don't want to be uncomfortable. Doing what you've been doing all this time has been comfortable for you. So it's been easy for you to stay in the rut that you in. It's been easy for you to accept people's no's and agree with them when they tell you you can't do what you know, what you believe in your heart that you can do. Right? So now you have to constantly say to yourself, when you get ready to listen to that nonsense, you have to constantly say to yourself, not this time. I'm going to try it. Right? And no, you're not going to win every time. Right? We spoke about that in my last video. You're going to take the bumps and the bruises, but you got to get up and dust yourself off, man. Right? This is how you start to change that thinking. Right? This is how you start to rebuild your thinking. The old thinking has got you nowhere. Keep that in the forefront of your mind. The old thinking has got you nowhere. So again, nobody's opinion counts as much as yours. Right? You can listen to people. You can get ideas from people. But do not allow their opinion to become your decision. Right? Your opinion counts just as much as everybody else's. You have something to offer just like everybody else. Right? God blessed you with some skill that you have not released because you are afraid of somebody else's input. Don't worry about pleasing nobody but you. If it's positive, if it's growth and development, you should be doing it for you, regardless of what anybody thinks, regardless of what anybody has to say. And again, it's going to take baby steps. Right? Because again, my friend, you didn't start thinking this way overnight. So if you rush yourself into it, you're going to find yourself back in the same position you are in right now. Right? Because it's so easy to just do what comes comfortable to you. to suck your teeth and get upset and just stop doing it. Because you didn't get the desired reaction from certain people. Again, everybody is not going to show you how much they appreciate you. Right? Some people really don't care. Right? This is why it's so important, my friends, to know for yourself. You can feel it within. You know when it's good. Within tells you right. But you get that fire for a minute. You get that desire for a minute. And the minute someone comes along and says, I'm not sure about that, you get to ask, oh, you don't think so? Right? You don't think, what do you think I should do? What do you think you should do, my friend? Huh? That is what counts. Right? Everybody's not successful because they just had good luck. They had to work for it, man. They had to fight for it just like you. They had to change some thinking too. Your favorite artist, your favorite actor, your favorite actress had their own doubts. Right? They human. Right? They ain't no special being. But they figured it out. And they didn't cry about it. They didn't moan about it. And if they did it behind closed doors and they kept pushing. They learned from their failures and their failures and they kept it pushing. But they stopped allowing people to validate their opinions. They stopped allowing people, or the people that doubted in them, that had doubt in them, dictate the direction that their life will go, because that's exactly what they're doing. And you're allowing it. You're allowing it because you're afraid to get uncomfortable. Right? You won't take a minute and pause and say, wait a minute. I'm not going to do it this way this time. Because I know the outcome from that already. And again, for some of us, it's going to take longer than others. Because we didn't become this way overnight. You have to understand that. It takes time. It is seriously a process. But it's a process that you should truly enjoy. Because you are rebuilding you. You are taking back you. Every time you achieve a new accomplishment, when that somebody said you couldn't do it, or when you had doubt about it, you have changed yourself from within. A little bit at a time. Don't look for huge accomplishments overnight. Check the small things first that you've accomplished. And appreciate yourself for it. Recognize yourself for it. Everything that you expect or you want somebody else to tell you about how well you did, look in the mirror and tell it to yourself. Right? Because you did it. This is your life, man. Guys, we only get one shot at this thing called life. I encourage you and implore you to enjoy it, to love every minute of it. Right? Do something spectacular. Right? If you have it or something in your heart that you desire to do, do it. Right? If it's productive, if it's positive, and it keeps you up at night, do it. Get uncomfortable. Stop worrying about what anybody might think or say. For all you know, they might be rooting for you within, and they might not just be saying it. But you've already condemned yourself before you can get started, because that's the way you used to think it. You've already tricked yourself into believing you can. Guys, I'm gonna let it go, guys. I'm not gonna hold you any longer. I don't know how long I've been in here already, But guys, I wanna thank you as always for jumping on with your boy. I want to thank you once again for all your great comments. I truly appreciate them. As always, God bless. TC out.